we're out here on Lake Guntersville again, and we're about ready to see how the cold water and the storms and everything have affected the crappie. It's been, we had that massive winter storm that came through, and temperatures have been down in the teens, which is really cold for Alabama. And I think the crappie don't mind it as much. The water temperature is going to definitely be down. Let me see if I can see what it is. It's 41 degrees, so that is pretty cold, but not too bad for crappie. The thing I'm more interested to see is what happened with the current, because we had a ton of rain right before all that ice and stuff came through, and they've raised the flow up to like 63,000, and it was like at 17,000. So that to me is enough to move the crappie into some spots that are easier to find them in. Once you do find them in there, they should be grouped up pretty good, and they usually bite better. It also means with that higher flow and all the flooding we had from the rains, that the water will be a little off color, so brighter colors might make a difference today. We'll maybe have to go as Finesse, so we're gonna find out. We'll do a little experimentation. I only have a little bit of time today, so I'm just gonna check a couple of spots. Maybe we can get some quick tips in and get another video out for you guys. Woo! Okay, we moved, but boy, does that look cold over there. Look at those bluff walls. Icicles hanging down. We're gonna have to see. I hope they're in here, because I'm gonna need to catch some fish to keep these fingers warm. See if we can go find some icicle fish here. The water's not as muddy here. It's definitely off color though, and I think that should help us if we can find them. But we are going to have to see if we can find them. Who knows where they went after this water went so far down in temperature. Well, there's a lot of stuff floating in the water too. Eelgrass probably. Water's 42 degrees. That's not too bad water temperature wise for crappie. They'll eat for sure when it's that temperature. Woo, I'm cold. Nope, there's some. All right, here we go. They're hard to see, but they're hugging the bottom right there. Be a little rock or something right in there. Let's see if we can get a few. Let's try the big bait first. We're gonna try one of the Catchmore 2-inch minnow profiles here. Oh yeah, there's a few in there. Let's go. Current, got the current. This is a heavier rig, which will help with this current. I'm gonna have to keep up with it here on the turret. It's gonna be hard. A lot of these might be, oh, I saw one coming after it. Might be feel fish. There's one. Come on. Got him. Ha! First cast. Feels good too. Oh yeah. That's what we're after right there. Yeah. That's a slab. All right. See if I can get my fingers to work here. First fish. Yes. So they are in here. It's a nice pretty one. Good slab. In the last few videos, because the water was so clear, we were fishing all small stuff like the trout magnet and some other things that were much, much smaller. That one took that Catchmore minnow profile bait. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but we may, and I've got the weight above it, so we got just 1/16 ounce jig and a number 7 split shot above it. Let's see if we can do some more of that. Right here next to the bluff wall where there's a little bit of break in the current. And I'm having to really move this turret to keep up with that current. So as a tip for this circumstance, I'm going to be, like I said in the last video, looking for change on the screen. I'm not going to get a really clear picture and an easy way to follow the bait here where it's obvious when they eat it. So I'm going to have to just look for, you know, something darting out and feel. I may be catching by feel today more than I normally do, just because the way the current's pulling it through, it's going to be hard to keep up with on the screen. Okay, woo, my hands are cold, fingers are frozen. It's not an ideal situation for me, and I don't like the cold. But you can see the crappie don't mind. They don't care. Here comes one. Try and pull it up away from him. Here he comes. Yep, got him. I made him bite by pulling it away. Got him interested, then pulled him away, and he ate it. It's another good one. All right. So maybe there's enough color on the jig head with this little bit of chartreuse, and he ate that good too. That catch more in the Cajun milk color. Let me see, make sure I do diligence here and tell you what that was, because I'm going to try some others here in different colors in a minute. That was the Catchmore Cajun milk 2-inch brush minnow. And we're going to do a giveaway coming up, so be watching for that. I'm going to send some details out. I might add it to the end of this video later if the lures get here in time. They've been delayed by the nasty weather we had. They're definitely on the way though, so keep watching for that. A little more by the bluff wall too. Sometimes you can just pull them out. You don't even see them on the fish finder. There's so many rocks and crevices and things for them to be in down there, and when they're in the current like this, they'll go in there and hide from the current, and you'll just see your bait thinking there's nothing down there, and then something just pops out and eats it from the bottom. I've done that so many times in this spot. It's a good spot for that. Usually they're pretty big too when they do that. Those aren't the little ones that are down there hunkered down in the crevice. You got to be precise and figure them out where they are. We talked about the field of view or the beam width of this transducer, and you sometimes see them and think you're right in the middle of them, but you're not. So you gotta adjust. Oh, that guy came out, popped it. I like it. All right, there we go. And he inhaled that. There we go. Good fish. On that sour grape. Let's see how many more we can get. Okay, so that one I let go to the bottom and kind of pulled them up. The last few that have bit haven't really come from the top of the pile. They're coming from the end of the pile as it's dragging out, and they're saying, uh-oh, it's starting to get away, and they chase it. So, you know, just watch what's going on the screen and see if you can figure out the pattern. And this, as far as the lineup and the boat control, That all is very good in this spot. The wind we're in a protected spot from the wind right here because we're so close to the bluff wall, and it's blowing up above. And so what's happening here is the current is coming straight down this bluff wall. There's a creek channel that's right out there, and the current's pulling it through here, and they're stacked up behind these different rocks and things that are out here. And this is perfect. This is what you want. I want to be facing straight up into the current. I got them, you know, out there 10 to 15 feet away from me. I can cast up above them, let it flow down in the current naturally to them, and they have to make the decision, are they going to eat it? And they're seeing a lot of stuff floating by right now in this current for sure. And I'm compensating for the way the current pulled it this time. I think that'll get in front of them better than the last cast did. So let's see if we get a reaction or not. Here he comes. Come on. Come on. Oh, he looked good. Oh, got it. Give it a little jiggle and he ate it. All right. That'll work. I will take it. Not a massive one, but definitely a good eater. Should probably keep some of these and eat them for dinner. It's about time for some crappie. I haven't had them in a week. All right, back to the Finesse. Maybe. Maybe. Got him. Well, that's what they want then. Small one? No. He's decent. Little one. All right. That was Finesse. Back to the trout magnet. All right. Here we go. Going back in them. This is looking good. Got him. This one feels bigger. Feels like a slab. I can barely even grip the reel. I'm so cold. It's definitely bigger. Well, a little bigger. Boy, he ate that too. Way down in there. This might be that big group that was roaming around earlier. Came back through here. One looking at it. Got him. Talked him into it. Got him to come up after it and just gave it a little shake right in front of his face, and he popped out of there and ate it. That's a good one. All right, I ought to go down over the line of them there. See if we can get one interested. Got him. Answer is yes. You can get one interested. huge, but definitely would go into the frying pan. So pale, that one is. Must have come out of the deep somewhere. Got him. That guy started chasing it as it was going down, and I saw it. So I gave it some movement, and he followed it and came and ate it. That's a good one. It's a slab. Catch more itty bit in fire tiger color. Or not itty bit. I keep calling it that. There's catch more little bit in fire tiger. Definite changes today. Have to change in things, you know, you got to be ready to change things up when you get the change in conditions. That's a big tip. Cold fronts, colder water, muddy water, current, everything changed on us here. Oh, come on. Obviously, we can get a few to bite. Just got to experiment a little and see what the change needs to be. And sometimes it's a color. Today it's been a combination of changing color, changing the weight. We definitely had to add more weight to get it down to some of these guys. Got him right at the end. Convinced him with the, came pulled out at the end of the pile and give it that little pull up and then shake at the end, and he ate it. So here's the catch more little bit is what I'm catching them on now. Hopefully you can see that. It's a pretty natural color, but it does have some red flake in it, which is probably what's the chartreuse head, and the red flake is what's working in this little bit off color right here. Got some looks at the weight on that one. Keep it up above their head maybe a little. See if that helps. And definitely we're looking up on that one. Yep. Well, I did get a roamer by to stop and take a pause on it. Got him. Yeah. Oh, that's another good one. All right. Go Mr. Eelgrass. Not huge, but good enough. On a cold, windy, nasty day with changing conditions, I'll take it. Casting is not very good, and that's, you know, we talked about that in a couple of videos. Your accuracy needs to be good, but I'm so cold today, I'm not very good. But I'm trying not to waste a cast and just pull it back in. Try it again, see if I get closer the next time. And there's less eelgrass here, man. I should have stayed here anyway. Just for that alone. It's warmer, less eelgrass. This is awesome. I'm gonna stay here. Take my chances of trying to make these ones bite. That other spot is rough right now. Got him. Okay. Saw him pull out of there. And back to the Finesse, and got At least another one to bite. Repeat. You are going to do a giveaway. I mentioned that earlier. Going to do a giveaway of these catch more lures. These things are awesome. Just waiting for them to come in the mail. It's been delayed by the storms, so be watching for that. Maybe I'll attach all the details to the end of this video once I get them in and I know what I'm going to do. But somebody's going to get some really good lures out of that. He's sending a whole bunch of nice ones. Good selection, good colors, good sizes, all the things that have been working for me out here. So, and then some for sure, because it was a lot. There we go, got another one. A little bit smaller, but he'll do. All right, getting somewhere now. It's been a day of experimenting to try and figure out what they want, and they've changed their mind multiple times, so that's not uncommon for crappie. But that's one of the things you got to learn about fishing is you have to change with the changing conditions and be a good observer of what's going on, because if you just stick with something too long, you're just wasting time. You got to be willing to change. A lot of people just don't do that from the very start, and eventually you figure it out. Once you get a pattern going, that's what's fun, is when you get that pattern and repeat bites. Maybe figure out what the slabs want versus the little guys. That's what I love about fishing. And I really love this forward-looking sonar, facing sonar, because it helps you see all that happening, keeps your attention. Even when the bite is tough, when you see them coming after it, it's still pretty cool. Yeah, it'd be better if they bit it, but it's still pretty fun. You need to cast farther. Come on. Got toe used to the close scale. That might get in front of that guy in time. He's looking. Come on, go get it. That was a big one too. I wish he would have eaten it. Here's another one. Got him. He popped up and ate it. Feels good. Yeah. Yep, that's a good one. Catch more brush minnow. That Cajun milk color. Let's get a couple more. Oh, that was a good one. I turned him for a second. Here comes one. Get it. Got him. Decent. Not huge, but decent. Good one. The end of day bite window. Finally. Came late again today. Last several times it's been short and right at dark. Some days it lasts a long time. We can start earlier. Not lately though. Not sure why. Alright, that might intercept that group right there. That looked like a good group of them that might want to play. Let's see. I did get one to turn a little bit, but oh, yeah, got it. Good. Another one. That'll work. Just got to stick with it. These roamers, you'd put it in front of them and drag it away from them gently, and that usually gets their attention. And right now that technique is working pretty good. I'm also going to do a video here soon on how I locate crappie, and I'll show you how I use side scan and other tools to find them. Your charts, show you where I start, what I think about before I look for them. That was a request by one of the viewers, is just how do you go about locating these fish out here? And it's a process. You start with your charts and your knowledge, and then you go around with your technology, your side scan, locate structure, locate fish, and then you can go waypoint them and then go back and fish for them with the forward-facing sonar, which is really cool.